All right. Long day. Here we are. I'm out of coffee. Could make more coffee. Need a way to mark. Okay, I think. Okay. think I don't have the stream up. Damn! Sorry, I don't have that up. Screwed up.
Elements converge.
It's been a really long day. But things are looking up. So it's all looking up. Way too much silly. That's not good.
Let the ink flow.
Oh, dude. What a stupid move, man.
So much potential. The expedition's not over.
I don't know, they're using moves I haven't seen. 7 million.
Time to hit big.
It's not a big enough number.
Now's our chance.
And I thought I had this all figured out.
Chroma is flowing.
Oh, I'm better.
What a terrible fight. Do we just come back at this point? There's other stuff to do. I'll give it one more college try. I wasn't expecting those moves to be the ones that were used first.
Let's spill some ink.
Elements converge.
Fire.
Thing has like 40 million XP.
Ready to parry.
Now is our chance. Chroma is flowing. Meet your reckoning.
Blades sharpened. Get out of this campus. Time to hit big.
Your turn to dance.
I'll do it. Danger!
I'd love a dance.
Ready to evade. Elements, converge!
Shields up.
Sweet taste of battle.
On me.
Ooh, that was really
I
bad.
won't waste this.
Damn it. This fight sucks. That sucks. I'm going to somewhere else. Poorly designed fight that you can't see jack shit. Just bad, man. Just actually bad. AI game has bad mechanics. I don't know, let's go fight something.
your reckoning.
Sweet taste of battle. My, what lovely feet.
On me!
A storm is coming. Let us stain them.
My, what lovely feet.
Let the ink flow. Meet your reckoning.
Your turn to shine.
Let's spill some ink. Get out of this campus. En garde.
Wow.
Finally, we killed this damn snake.
What a lovely fight.
That's payback for eating me so many times.
What are they doing? Oh. Where's the save file for the game? No, I probably. Okay, I have it now. So this becomes 7,800. No, but if there's a boss here or what. I'm supposed to have found something here. Or what? Gave me the thing and just said farewell. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have some chicken out of the air fryer. That's the plan this evening. It's vegetable soup. Good plans, Aunt. I had a bunch of phone calls today. Got a lot of random things done. Things appear to be looking good. Better than they were. I needed to have the thing. Needs 3 parts. That's great. I don't have the other 3 parts, game. Like, I'm not allowed to just fight this now, right? Not a thing. No. Now, I also didn't find all the missing jest rules. I can smell the chicken. Normally can't smell stuff, but it's so strong. The other thing they keep talking about is under the monolith, blah blah blah. Maybe we just go try that fight again now that I made some adjustments. Let's see if there's any other enemies I've not actually finished. I mean, that overworld one was pretty good. How about this? Yeah, I guess I might just spoil it and look up what this does if it like screws up my game. I don't want to screw up my game. What does this do? Okay, it's actually important to the story. So yes, I won. See, I needed that. Game did not make that very clear, so I'm not... it's not a puzzle game where I can, like, try things. Once I take it, it's just gone, right? So... I had found this a long time ago. I guess I have a question as to where.
Finesse and grace.
Let us stain them. Elements, converge!
Sweet taste of battle. Sweet taste of battle.
Monoko, Harry!
It likes you.
Elements, converge! Meet your reckoning!
Get out of this canvas! Use this! I'm ready! This will hurt!
A bit of violence, yes. It likes you.
Brace yourselves.
I figured it was going to be some dumb all move. Out of here.
So much
Out of here with
potential.
that.
Chroma is flowing. Meet your reckoning.
Let's spill some ink.
A bit of violence, yes. Lovely feet.
I'm ready.
Oh, I got hit.
Chroma is flowing. Elements converge. A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning.
God damn it.
This will hurt. My sword is death.
God damn it, it didn't even do shit for damage.
Now was our chance. Elements converge.
Sweet taste of battle.
I'm ready.
We're just boned here.
I'm back. The expedition's not over.
Thanks. Shields up.
The elements dance.
Such a terrible turn.
Meet your reckoning. Elements converge.
Big dodge.
I'm ready.
Oh god.
Please survive.
Okay. How many I got left? 3? Alright.
Bliss and precision.
Roll down. Actually, she's short.
My sword is death. Manuko, Harry.
Still up. Okay.
So much potential. Meet
The pencil's
your
just turned
reckoning.
off. Bummer. Not a lot of damage there.
Elements converge.
I don't know, it's kind of the best shot I'm gonna give here. Jesus. It's nothing for damage.
Bliss and precision.
Take cover.
Still up.
Brace yourselves.
Hey, Kha'Zix. What do you think of the AI game of the year? Oh man.
Meet your
I
reckoning.
did some research. They use probably a lot more AI than they're letting on, which is a bummer. Game's still fine. It's just, the more I've learned about this, the more they're actually a AAA studio that did the same thing other AAA studios have been doing. It's just, I mean, it is what it is. But it's so silly. Why lie?
This will hurt.
Yeah, this fight's kind of dumb. What do I want here? It's not small. That's the problem. Is the studio's not that small. That's part of the issue there. When I saw those credits and people were telling me, "Oh, it's a small studio," like, no, they're. I base it on budget. Their budget is over $5 million. So no. I mean, but they, this whole thing that, oh, it was a, like, there were certain aspects that I could be like, that's kind of like AI in the game. Like the new, like I'm in DirectX 11, so I can tell the news. I think the newspaper thing. Oh, God. Damn it. I hate this fight so much.
The expedition's not over.
So here's the question. Do we go for the res move, or do we go for the try to win right now move? Because if I go for the try to win right now move, in fact, no one else is getting a turn before this, so... Oh, I probably have to res his ass, don't I? Even though she can get Gomage. I can get Gomage and a full combo. I'm that close. I care a lot about that because I know a lot of people that are getting screwed by it. Like, that's a pretty important thing. But I also recognize that, I mean, like, if you still think the same thing about this game and EA made it, then you're fine. That's pretty much where we're at. I don't know what to do here. If I res him, I could get boned here. If I don't res him, I'm gonna gamble. We got this far.
Meet your reckoning.
I'm just kind of bummed, right? Like it shouldn't have been that way. Oh god. Dodged! We did one. Void meteors! I might be able to do this one. We got a shot. Nope, we don't got a shot. Fuck you, game! Oh my god. It just started eating all my fucking inputs. Oh my god. At last stand my ass. No one's gonna get a fucking turn. Oh, we're just dead. Oh my god, no one's getting a turn for... Yeah, no one's getting a damn turn. Fuck this game. But no, I mean, I mean, neither here nor there. I mean, they should have been DQ'd from the thing. I don't have enough time to do another fight. What a stupid game. I don't have enough time to do another fight. What was I gonna say? There's no, what do you call it? I mean, the rules of the competition were very... I don't have enough speed to put around on them. I mean, yeah. What was I gonna say? I mean, the rules of the competition for the silly game awards that really don't... It's a stupid popularity contest. Like, people pulling up, like the Reddit threads and stuff. It's like, well, they're Metacritics, whatever. Like, I don't care. Blueprints is the best game of, like, the past, 30 years, and nothing comes close. And the more I learn about all the controversy behind this game, that, I mean, neither here nor there. It's just, the rules of the competition were pretty darn clear. Do you use AI in the game? No, we do not. You used AI in the game, you're DQ'd. It's just that simple. It was always that simple. I was really bummed to find that out, though, and I didn't know too much about this studio, and then finding out they're just like all the other big boys. It's like, well, I don't know. It's sort of like the NVIDIA thing. It's like everyone's going to line up for their next graphic card, but we can also have the conversation that we shouldn't have gotten here. Kind of happened. I don't even know what the hell to do now, because that's really annoying to beat. I'm kind of tired of setting up stuff. I need to break the game. Basically, I can't get Monaco another turn. That's the problem. If he had another turn and was able to apply the defenselessness stuff, we'd been great. The problem is I'm not getting that extra turn because I keep getting bombed. But yeah, I mean, besides that, the game's fine. I'm just bummed because it's like it's right on my standard of I really wish I knew what they did, because in a lot of instances I would just refund the game and just be done. But we've already come this far, right? Where it's just kind of like, this is something I haven't found yet. Is this a thing? It is. Oh, You are an enemy. Well, it's not specific. It's specifically like the kinds of things that they were doing that's supposed to be done by artists. So the question is all of the other edges in this game, all the edges that, what you know, what was done and not done. We're just gonna win this in one turn.
Meet
Like,
your
there's already a lot, like voice artists have a contract with Hollywood now for certain aspects of what they do that can be done. Basically, it's just a thing in the industry right now where it's a don't ask, don't tell type situation. Oh, we're so fast, we're just gonna win. I didn't realize this. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, there were certain aspects of this game that I could loosely describe as feeling a bit soulless, and it was like obviously the stuff that's on like the lampposts and stuff. That I'm like, it's quite clear this game should have had more depth, and that it didn't.
Perfect.
Okay, so we already had that. Okay, so that was pointless, just like many of the other things we found. I'm probably gonna end up. Oh, I found more Nevron skin. That's cool.
Here we go.
Learn the Lumina. I guess I can feel that the mechanics are... Many of the things in this, like, this is sort of my thing. It's like, when I finish this, I'm like, is this really Game of the Year? Because it's just a JRPG with an alright story that is fine. I actually like the Renoir and the whole... I liked the historical aspect of the story, and with this whole thing with the... Hang on, I'm trying to not fall down. I've already been here, I'm just concerned if I didn't go check here again. Now that I'm over here, now that I have a different item, maybe I can use some of it. I'm still missing 3 parts, and I guess all of them do this? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Yeah, I don't know. It's just that some of the... Too much of the combat is based... Yeah, well... I mean, like, people complained about blueprints, which I don't want to just keep comparing it to that. People complained about blueprints. Yeah, I had some friends that had a not great time with the game, and I'm like, that's fine, but, like, realize, like, playing the game for an hour and then walking away, and then people are telling me, yeah, this game doesn't actually get good till the 3rd act. I'm like, I put up with 40 hours of this, and I really didn't have a whole lot, you know. Like, the story's kind of just bland and terrible for 2 acts. And then they do something, and then it's, okay, I can work with that a little bit. But it's still like, as far as like JRPG are concerned, I basically got a lot of the same story I typically get in other games, so this whole, it needs to sweep all the awards, it's the best thing I've ever played and stuff like that. I'm like, you know, we've all played a lot of games, and in the end it's just kind of goes in my pile of, I would definitely give this to somebody to play, and I thought it was alright. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like, I would rather you play this before a lot of other games, and I don't, you know, it's really just what you're looking for. If I knew somebody doesn't really play JRPGs like you're saying with the mechanics, they're not going to have fun with this. Like, if you don't enjoy, like, what you call it, what's the name of that game? Oh, I completely forgot about that. I have just screwed this up. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, great. Just kill her. You know, it's like if I tried to give somebody, what you call it, Atlas's thing. Persona. Exactly. Like that, and the problem is it overshadows so many aspects of combat. And, like, the rest of it doesn't really matter compared to that.
Meet your
Like,
reckoning.
Icarus basically can't play the game because it's too, like, it's not an answer to say, well, you just have to mod the game in order to play. The level of how poorly that it is optimized is also shocking. I shouldn't be having issues just to, like, run the game. And I understand my system's older and stuff, but, like, they had like 50 people on the QA. Nobody tested to make sure that the DX11 stuff, like, at least gives you an experience. It doesn't need to be perfect. And I got through it, but I had to patch, like, so much. And, you know, it's just really rough around the edges in a weird way to me.
Lune, watch out!
Yeah. What do we do there? I guess hit him. Yeah, I think you get the idea. It's just, I mean, like, people are saying, like, oh man, this is better than like Chrono Trigger and stuff, and I'm like, where? Like, you know, I have several friends that just think this is the best thing since sliced bread, and I don't know, I feel I missed stuff.
Time to hit me.
But it's totally fine. Like, this is more just random discussion
Precision.
of useless topics. Like, I'm still playing, right? Yeah. Like, I can hear my computer chugging along, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, I did really like where the story went, but it ultimately turned into, you know, like, you've played Baldur's Gate 3, right? If I said, just flat out, Baldur's Gate 3's story is just way more intriguing, and I was way more interested in, at least, like, I'm the kind of person that skips through the story a bit. Like, I was more interested in hearing what was going on with the... Yes, you get that. You get the rug pull. And the rug pull is... It's the last season of Roseanne, it's the whole series of Saint Elsewhere. You get the most soap opera finish to the whole dealio. But, I mean, they did do a good job of fitting what it is to, like, it fit. I thought it was very cute with the Renoir thing. I did get it. Fully charged enemies break bar on depth. Really? 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 That's an item? The ending left a lot to be desired. I don't know what else there might be, but what I have so far is pretty bleh. I mean, it's sort of what you expected, right? I mean, the best part of the story of the game was the turn in Act 2. That, you know, everything kind of comes to a climax, and the rest of this could very well have been, like, I basically get the feeling at the end of this game is that it came down to we had so much budget, we're a massive studio, and I can understand. It's like, we don't want to have to, like, lay everybody off or, like, lose a ton of money on this game. We didn't know how successful it was going to be. We made some decisions that we probably regret now. But also we wanted to make sure, like, the people that worked on this game eat. So the third act kind of felt like we're just going to keep adding stuff until we're done, until we have to, like, release the game. Because a lot of this does not fit with what's going on. Like, you know, I'm trying to think of a JRPG that has it. Like, Chrono Trigger is probably a pretty good example, because the whole thing just fits so seamlessly into what you're doing, right? The whole end game, if you will, or however that plays out. I gotta get going here. All that plays out where it all kind of... Hello? Where it all kind of... all the pieces fit together, whereas in this, everything is just kind of disconnected at the end of it. Yeah. Well, under the hood, part of the reason I love Blueprint so much is that there is is a specific. It has to do with that whole development cycle, and like whereas this one just kind of dotted the T's, crossed the I's of this specific genre, and yeah, and I didn't really find Elden Ring that good of a game. It was just a lot of monotonous, like it was sort of the evolution of the Dark Souls model, right? And they did a pretty good job of taking it to another place we hadn't. But have I returned to that game since? No. And it be after the first like 20 to 40 hours of that game, I was good. Like there really wasn't anything compelling. There's no story. It's kind of like this. It's like you get baited in thinking that there's like this massive story in this world. Like they did a very good job in that game of making you think the world is way bigger than it actually is. And it still feels pretty big as you run around. Like the first time through that game is pretty fun. Once you realize how they designed the areas and how repetitive everything is, and how everything is just another loot box, it kind of turns into a Morrowind Oblivion situation. And I guess I'm just not the, yeah, it's just that game is just, yeah, and that's part of what brought me pause with the whole game of the year thing with this game is that it's not like there's like a ton of other popular games out there from this year. Knowing how well mechanically Blueprints works and how well it does as an abstract puzzle game, as an example of a game that completely breaks its own genre as well as touches other genres and just shows you something else that can be done with it. Um, they did just a crazy job, and it also completely broke the dev cycle. The devs like done interviews and stuff like they came to the table with the idea, and all they had to do was refine that for years. Um, and that's why the game just has this completely niche touch to it that none of these AAA titles can ever possibly touch ever. It's just it'll just never happen, right? And that doesn't there's a difference to how you get there. And the thing that I would have really like if I played Claire and I was like, man, this game is just the best thing ever. What I would have wanted to see is like when you played Super Mario RPG for the first time, and it's like, man, they did something I've never seen before in JRPGs, and it's so fun. I'm so into it. I literally cannot put it down because I want to know either where the story goes, just how the characters evolution, just play that next area and stuff like that. Whereas a lot of this is a bit of a slog. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. Exactly, and that's fine. You can always, but that to me that shouldn't affect awards. It's like when people complain about the Oscars and stuff. Anything else aside about it, it's just that there has to be a judging group that pays attention to all the stuff and goes, we know from industry and the people that if it's a popularity contest, I don't get it. but like if you played both those games for an hour, you're really not going to get a lot. You kind of have to see the whole movie, right? If you don't see the whole, that's why I felt like I had to play it, because everyone I know at least enjoyed it enough to say, yeah, you should play this. So I felt I gave it. It's fine. My everything we talked about is basically my caution would be is I don't want to give it to somebody I know their computer's going to choke on it, but also like I have all these fixes now that I didn't have before that make the game run a hell of a lot better than however the hell they released it. But yeah, what else? It's just I wish the combat you had the a bit like it's not just number go up with the damage. I would have liked to see more nuance with the elemental attacks, with different. Yeah, at the end, all of the weapons it basically turned into Dark Souls, right? Like all of the weapons don't matter. There's like one or two good weapons for each character, and that's more or less it. If you had an inkling to use a certain combo, then you had to find the weapon that has that combo. Well, Absalom has a massive AI problem as well, so it can't win that category to begin with. Like this is the whole thing, is that Absalom is the same problem. It's just that they were honest about it and they got absolutely flamed, which isn't, I don't think that's fair either. Like if that's going to be the way things go, if you're honest about it as to what you did, you know, it's going to be a common thing. I would assume all of the AAA studios are going to constantly be using this AI stuff, and all your small mom and pop ones, like, it's it's a question of, you know, I don't even know what would be sort of the standard, but many of the indie games that I played are, we don't want any of that crap because we have artists that like need food. So we're gonna, like, we hope you buy our game so we can pay our artists. That's, you know, it's much easier to get behind that. And I mean, people are gonna buy expensive graphics cards too. But no, so the mechanics of combat, I felt other stuff needed to matter besides just the dodging. It just breaks the game. Like Super Mario RPG had a really good balance, even if you're playing it on hard, because it wasn't. It was, you felt like you were doing something, but it also, like, they didn't exactly try to like screw with you with like moves that. In this game, they teach you the mechanic, and it's like basically wait for the camera to do the pause thing. Wait for the, you know, and then at the end of the game, at the end game, and these special bosses, they basically screw with you and like have the person do like a stutter step, and I just found that really disingenuous to the player, right? It's like, you still gotta, like, you can do all the windups, but like, you told me to not turn off the camera garbage. I don't think I got to any of that. I'm still working on it. I fought the snake. I fought the snake in the air that sucks up all the AP. I'm not sure I found the super bosses. The hardest boss I fought is Painted Love, and that was the closest we got on it. Really, the only issue I've had with the fight is that I keep trying to maximize my damage, and the damage isn't getting any higher because what I tried to do today, I couldn't get what's his face Monaco to get a turn, because she would, by Gomage Girl, she would have done an additional 30% damage or something, maybe 45% on the damage list, plus the Playas area. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't. Um, I don't have. I do need to go back there. That it was on the list. I haven't finished it. I have not finished it. I could probably go back there and beat all the wandering enemies, and that. Thank you. That was where I was basically gonna look up, like, what are the end game areas, just so I know where to go, because there's nothing in the game that has, what do you call it? There's no way I can like make a note on the map. And I have a bunch of notes, but I've been distracted by all of the kidney stuff. That we'll get back to it, kind of thing. So there you go. That's pretty much the story. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Added some to the power. I'll probably ask you about the DL once I get done with like this loop. I'll probably ask you about the DLC. If it isn't actually a major patch to the game, otherwise I don't think it's. I think I can just probably safely get it. But all right, I will check you later. I want to go sit down and eat, and I'm gonna watch the game. Friends checking in on me about stuff. I think that's a nice thank you. I do think their studio cares. Yeah, Super Mario RPG, and that's the whole thing, is that the remake sucks. Somebody I know that played this was like, I want to, like, they wanted to know other games like this, and I'm like, you should go back and play Super Mario RPG, but don't play the remake, because the remake honestly is terrible, and it doesn't show how well, like, that's the thing about Super Mario RPG that people don't get, is that understanding what they did on the SNES and the way that they built the assets and the way they built that experience is something you just literally cannot appreciate without playing it on the actual platform that it happened on. Seeing the remake and how they, you know, how the polygons are more like, it just didn't hit for me the same way. I thought it was terrible. I could read. All right, I'll check you guys later.